Hello, my name is Bishop, and in this overview series we're going to have a look at Primaris Marines that are available for Space Wolves. Today we're going to have a look at the HQ choices of the Primaris Captain, Librarian, Lieutenants, and the Chaplain. First up we have the Primaris Captain. Has a power level of 6 and 87 points. He is movement 6, weapon skill 2+, ballistic skill 2+, strength 4, toughness 4, 6 wounds, 5 attacks, leadership 9, and a 3+ save. He comes with a bolt pistol, frag grenades, and crack grenades. He can take a power sword for 4 points, and he can choose between a master-crafted auto bolt rifle for 4 points, or a master-crafted stalker bolt rifle for 5 points. You can take a Primaris Captain in Gravis armor for a power level of 7, or 137 points. This changes his stat line to movement 4 and toughness 5. Comes equipped with a bolt storm gauntlet and a master-crafted power sword. Primaris Captain also comes with a 4-up invul. A master-crafted auto bolt rifle has a range of 24 inches, is assault 2, strength 4, no AP, and does 2 damage. A master-crafted stalker bolt rifle is a heavy 1, strength 4, AP -2, and does 2 damage. A bolt storm gauntlet can be used in melee and shooting. Its melee profile is strength ×2, AP -3, and D3 damage. When attacking with this weapon, you must subtract 1 from its hit roll, so it's basically just a power fist. The shooting profile is range 12 inches, pistol 3, strength 4, AP nothing, and 1 damage, which is a 3-shot pistol. It has the Rite of Battle ability that allows all friendly Space Wolves models within 6 inches to reroll hit rolls of 1. Pretty basic choice really. Decent ability with the Rite of Battle. Its war gear selection is very limited. The fact that you can't take a regular bolt rifle might just be an oversight, I hope. I'd probably just run one with a bolt rifle and just keep it back just to allow for the rerolls of 1s. If I wanted a more aggressive build to get in close combat, I would give it Gravis armor for the +1 toughness to make it a little bit more survivable. Primaris Chaplain has a power level of 6 and is 85 points. His stat line, you have movement 6, weapon skill 2+, ballistic skill 3+, strength 4, toughness 4, 5 wounds, 4 attacks, leadership 9, and a 3+ save. He is equipped with an Absolver bolt pistol, which is range 16 inches, pistol 1, strength 5, AP -1, damage 1. A Crozius Arcanum, which is melee, strength +1, AP -1, and does 2 damage. Frag grenades and crack grenades. He's also equipped with a Rosarius, which gives a 4+ invul save. His abilities are the Litanies of Hate, which allows all friendly Space Wolves within 6 inches to reroll all failed hits in close combat. He has Spiritual Leaders, which allows all friendly Space Wolves within 6 inches to use the Chaplain's leadership instead of their own. I quite like the Primaris Chaplain personally. Besides having good abilities, he has an awesome model, which I have sitting on my table waiting to be converted. Litanies of Hate and Spiritual Leaders are definitely 2 very good rules. With allowing to reroll all failed hits in close combat, I would hold him back behind a unit of Terminators, Thunderwolves, Wolfen, or anything that's throwing out a lot of attacks, allowing you to reroll all to hits, and dealing out as much damage as you can in close combat. Spiritual Leaders gives a good army buff, with just how devastating morale checks are now, and provides great benefits against armies that have aura abilities that affect leadership. I'm really hoping when the Space Wolves Codex drops that this guy gets a name change to Primaris Wolf Priest, with Litanies of Hate being renamed to Oath of War, and seeing as we don't get Primaris Apothecaries, they'll also gain the Healing Balms ability. As much as I hope they give him a new model as well, I can't see that happening. But the model is already amazing, it just wouldn't be too hard to kit bash it. I plan on putting a couple of Wolf Tail talismans on it, changing the backpack out for a Wolfen backpack, and replacing the head with the wolf head that comes in the Space Wolves upgrade pack. Primaris Librarians have a power level of 7 and 105 points. The stat line is movement 6 inches, weapon skill ballistic skill 3+, strength 4, toughness 4, 5 wounds, 4 attacks, leadership 9, and a 3+ save. They come equipped with a bolt pistol, 4 sword, frag grenades and crack grenades, and a psychic hood, which allows you to add 1 to any Deny the Witch test against an enemy psyker within 12 inches. They know Smite, and may choose 2 psychic powers from the Tempestus discipline. Very similar to a Rune Priest, with +1 wound, and may generate an extra psychic ability. Still a decent choice, and almost necessary if you're facing against an army that has a lot of psychic abilities. Same with the Chaplain. I hope they change it to be a Primaris Rune Priest and allow it to take runic weapons. But yeah, not a lot to say about it. Decent choice. Good psychic powers. Can cast 2 powers and deny 1 power each turn. Just really can't go wrong with them. Primaris Lieutenants have a power level of 4 and a 74 points. They are movement 6 inches, weapon skill 2+, ballistic skill 3+, strength 4, toughness 4, 5 wounds, 4 attacks, a leadership of 8, and a 3+ save. They can be equipped with either mastercrafted auto bolt rifle or a power sword. They have the ability Company Heroes. During deployment, you set up all the models of the unit at the same time, though they don't have to be in coherency, and from that point onwards they count as separate units. They also have Tactical Precision, which allows all friendly Space Wolves within 6 inches of that model to reroll failed wound rolls of 1. About an average choice. They're allowing to reroll wound rolls of 1, paired with a Wolf Lord or Chaplain, so allowing you to reroll to hits and to wounds of 1 is a good combination. As for equipment, really depends on how you're planning on running them. If you're going to use them in a shooting army, definitely use the auto bolt rifle. If you want it to follow and help out in close combat, give it a power sword. Hopefully when the Space Wolves Codex comes out, they are far more customizable, and hopefully they're renamed to Primaris Battle Leaders, just to fit in with the fluff more, but a decent choice for a cheap HQ. Overall, the Primaris HQ's choices are all decent, well-priced selections. My personal preference would probably be a Captain with a Librarian or a Chaplain and a Librarian. I'd probably only take Lieutenants if I was trying to save points with the second compulsory HQ choice, and I wasn't facing an army with Psychias to worry about. Though the flexibility between the Captain and the Lieutenants of re-rolling failed ones to hit and to wound is a good combination. You could have your Captain, if you're going for a shooting army, you could just have your Captain situated between 2 units of Longfangs or Hellblasters, along with Lieutenant allowing you to reroll your 1s to hit and wound. Could be a devastating combination. Or teaming them up with a unit of Wolfen or Assault Terminators, allowing the rerolls in close combat. But if you're going for a close combat army, I'd probably stick more towards a Chaplain, which allows you to reroll all failed hits in close combat. 4 HQ choices, with the flexibility for a lot of good combinations and overlapping buffs for the army. That's really all I have to say in this overview about them. I don't know if I'll go into more detail them in the later date. I am building a Primaris Space Wolves army to go alongside my regular Space Wolves army, and I'll get a showcase video up of them as soon as there's enough of them fully painted. But thanks for watching. Please like and leave a comment letting me know what you'd like to see next. And as always, for Russ and the Allfather.